from the Tabernacle of David Prophetic Dance Center in Jerusalem. It's a late one tonight. Wow, we are in a fierce, fierce battle. You know, people are turning on each other all over the place, and we really need to guard our hearts. We really need to surround ourselves with tender, loving, compassionate human beings. We need to be like-minded and like-hearted. Just because people say they're believers doesn't mean they're for you. Absolutely not. We need the Spirit of God to lead us to the friendships that are right for us. The world can be very fierce, and so our intimate friendships need to be good, loving, kind, gentle, tender. You know, we need to nourish and nurture one another in our faith and really be there for each other as human beings. We're not just spirit. I ran into this guy, Jose, a Spanish man on the street this morning who actually attended my dance watch several years ago. Apparently he's homeless right now. And we were talking about the Lord because we knew where we knew each other from. And he was on a quest to really confront people about keeping the commandments. Well, you know, the law of Yeshua is greater than any other law. To live up to the standard that Messiah wants us to live up to, which is, of course, the first commandment is to love God with all our heart, mind, soul, and strength. This is the greatest. And the second one, Yeshua said, is to love each other as we would love ourselves, love our neighbor as we would love ourselves, and that's not always easy, and we know that. And I said to him, you know what? See, here's the important thing, that you know what your call is on your life. We each have gifts, and we need to embrace those gifts in the Lord, and we need to run with it, and we need to guard those gifts. And so I was telling him, for me, I know what I'm called to. I am called to continue to be a light, even though the world is getting darker and darker, which is the meaning of my name, Liora, God's gift of light be unto me. And I am to shine this light. I have a mantle of joy. I am to be alive to God, to myself, and others right here and right now, even if I'm tired. And to shine that light and to be a joy leaker and a love leaker. And the only way that I can do that is if I keep my joy on. I stay in worship with God so that I continually get fed by heaven, and then I can truly give to other people. And I get my mind out of the gutter, because if we are obsessing about everything that's wrong in the world, we will have nothing to give to other people, and then the enemy's won. Because the enemy ultimately wants to kill everybody. The enemy hates lovers of God, and he wants to really put our lights out. He really wants to kill us, and that's the truth of the matter. We have an enemy. When we said yes to Yeshua, we now have an enemy. So we're truly in a time where we have to hide out in God. We have to guard our hearts very well, and we need to hide ourselves in God, absolutely and completely. Things are really kicking up, and you know, I feel like a lot of us believers who are sensitive, spiritually sensitive as well, we're walking around with shrapnel from the spiritual warfare that we're in, and we don't even realize it sometimes. And we don't know why we're exhausted, and we don't know why our body hurts, and we don't know why we have no energy, because we're in a spiritual battle. And it's like we've got shrapnel, so to speak, in us. And so Ephesians tells us to put on the full armor of God. And I love the version in the Complete Jewish Bible version, CJB. It's really wonderful, the chapter in Ephesians about the armor of God. I encourage you to take a look at it. Guard your heart, guard your joy, guard your one-of-a-kind calling. Don't compromise your faith. And boy, are we having opportunity after opportunity to draw that line in the sand for the Lord. So God bless you. Lots of love. Be a good steward of this one-of-a-kind life that God has given to you. And run and dance into your destiny, your one-of-a-kind destiny, in Yeshua's name. God bless.